Are you looking to buy lab-grown diamond jewelry? Or maybe a lab diamond engagement ring? Wondering if there are different types of lab-grown diamonds out there? Need tips on what really matters with lab diamond? Here are the main factors to be aware of once you have chosen to purchase a lab-grown diamond. In some previous videos, I have spoken about differences between lab and natural diamonds, but now I will give you some vital tips you will need when shopping specifically for lab-grown diamonds. Tip number 1. There are two types of lab-grown diamonds, CVD and HPHT. These are acronyms which refer to manufacturing method of lab diamonds. HPHT stands for high pressure, high temperature, and CVD stands for chemical vapor deposition. What's the difference? Well, I could go on and on about the manufacturing process, but really, who cares? All you need to know at this point is that CVD edges HPHT out for jewelry use only because it tests as a natural diamond on more diamond testers. Why does this matter to people? Because people are insecure and paranoid. Any more questions? If you want to get into the details about diamond testers, then go find my video on that, because I'm not about to repeat that dry nonsense more than once. Other than that one factor, there really is no major difference between these two types of lab-grown diamonds. The price and resale value of both are the same, and so are the chemical and physical properties. So, unless you're paranoid, it won't matter which type of lab diamond you go with. Tip number 2. Get a certified diamond, GIA ideally. If the diamond you like is not certified, you can always ask your jeweler to get it GIA certified. Keep in mind the certification process typically takes about 2 to 4 weeks and should cost no more than a couple $100. If you can wait and pay for the cert, but your jeweler makes excuses, that's a bit fishy. It is rare that you will ever need to have a lab diamond certified because your jeweler should be able to find a certified lab diamond in whatever specs you want. But if you just fall in love with a particular non-certified diamond, you should know that you have the option to get it certified. Many consumers don't know this. Here are some other certs which you can trust. Tip number 3. Make sure the cut of the stone is at least excellent. You can do this by looking at the cut grade on the cert if it's round shape. But if it's any other shape, unfortunately there is no cut grade on the cert, so you can ask your jeweler how it compares on this chart of recommended cut ratios corresponding to the shape. But honestly, you can just look at the stone from different angles to see if there are significant dead spots. Dead spots mean gaping areas in which you can see right through the stone from different angles. Keep in mind you should only be looking for these dead spots from face-up angles, not from the side or from the bottom. Tip number 4. Get F or better color, especially if you are going for a fancy shape. Fancy is a fancy word for any shape except round. When the stone is anything other than a round, especially if it is radiant or cushion, colors that are lower than F end up looking more yellow than they actually are. Tip number 5. Never just buy the first stone that is suggested by a jeweler. Once you set your eyes on a diamond you like, I recommend you ask a jeweler to show you two similar but less expensive diamonds. One that is a step lower in color and another which is a step lower in clarity. With all other specs being equal, of course. Once you see all three diamonds next to each other, you may realize that you don't mind going one step lower in color or clarity for the price discount. That's your daily dose of high-quality Yappuccino. Listen up. Like, share, subscribe, and all the rest of that jazz, or else I'll leave the content creator life and go back to hustling chumps like you. And I mean that respectfully.